Oh, you just ran out of time, that's Isco. You just ran out of time. Unlucky, unfortunate. Why can't I hear myself? Okay, I left my stream on full volume. That's why I can hear myself. We're good now, I can only hear Akari. Welcome in, everyone. I hope we're good, I hope we're well. Happy... Oh, what day is it? Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. It do be a lovely, cheeky Saturday. How about that? Make sure all the other streams are up and running. There we go. We are here. We are live. It's been a good Saturday so yeah, it is Saturday. Double check on that one. I've had a good Saturday so far. It's been alright. Been out and about and doing things, and now it's time to chill and relax and play some lovely Warframe with our lovely community. How about that? Welcome in, everyone. Piranha getting the first today. You love it. Congratulations. Nair, welcome into you. It's good to see you. How was your stream last night, by the way? How was the rest of it? Sorry I couldn't hang around for a bit. I was obviously it was late for us, so I had to get to sleep, but I hope it went well for you. It's good to see you. Porkrin, welcome. 3 stream streak as well. You love to see that. Give it up for 3 in a row, guys. Any streakers in chat? Any other streakers? We love streakers. I streak, but I don't know if you guys would want to see me shirtless. Well, some people might, actually. Some people might want to see me shirtless, but alas, I cannot do that here on Twitch. Maybe on my OnlyShams. We'll see. Maybe later. Cisco, welcome in. Hello. Unfortunately, no glitch yet. Still, after 2 and a bit years, we'll keep on going. We'll keep on trying. It's good to see you, though. Hope your things are well. The background music goes hard. It does go hard. And I will tell you, it's a Warframe song. When you get to the quest, which is it's one of the most recent quests. But this is a theme for a frame, and it comes with a quest. So, yeah, when you actually play the quest, you'll be like, that goes so hard. And it does go incredibly bloody hard. I'm a big fan of it. It's like one of my favorite Warframe songs, I think. I would say so. Hello to you, Fly High. Welcome in. Good to see you back here. Hope you're well. I'm checking out them cheeks. This baby is streaking. Or are these cheeks? Don't clip that. Versace, welcome in. I am well. Thank you for asking. Even they haven't asked yet. It's good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Hands down, one of your favorite frames and genuinely the coolest intro. It is such a good intro. Also, one of my favorite frames as well. If I go and show you right now, my actual frame usage. Where are we at? Frames. Sort by usage. It is my 3rd used frame. My 3rd most used frame. I played more Uriel than Kulavo. And the only reason I have more Titania, by not that much, is because I use her a lot in like certain missions and whatnot. So yeah, I like Uriel a lot. Considering Uriel's only been out for, just over half a year, and it's already more played than every other frame that I have apart from Wisp and Titania. And it's my most used frame in like 2024. 26. Yeah, it's a good frame. I like it a lot. I bet you see a follow-up. I'm just too quick on it, mate. I'm just too quick to the ball. You love to see it. It's good to see you. Things are well. 86% Valkyr. Valid. Good frame. I like Valkyr as well. Alright, let's switch to Akari and get stuff ready for the day. Yeah, it's good to see you all. Yeah, happy Saturday. We're here. Not for a long time tonight. I don't want to be like super duper long stream. I've got some stuff on tomorrow. So don't expect like 5, 6, 7 hours stream. We'll try and go for a couple of hours tonight. We've got a few things ahead of us. We've got our Elite Deep Archimedia to do. We've got our Swordy, of course. And that's it. that's all our weeklies done for the week. I'm sure we'll be able to do some other stuff, either arbitration or relic crack, or we'll just figure some stuff out to do, I guess. There's always stuff to do in Warframe. We always have activities to get on with. You know what, actually? Let's play Uriel today. Let's play Uriel. How about it, Uriel? First, I'll check what actually missions we do have, because I want to make sure we're not bringing Uriel to a mission that's not very good. Assault. Okay, Uriel's good on Assault, Mobile Defense, and Assassination. So perfect. I'll bring him for all 3. That should be a good, fun time ahead of us. But yeah, no, today's been pretty well for us. What have we been doing? Played some Overwatch today. Played a couple of hours of Overwatch when I woke up with a few of our friends, of course. Me, Akari, and a couple of other friends played a few rounds. It was good. And then, yeah, went to the shops, had to buy a new microwave because our old microwave, like exploded. It basically, we put it on the other night. It was last night, actually. And it just started smoking and steaming. We're like, oh, crap, what's going on here? And then when we were taking it out today, we saw it was like rusted in the bottom. We're like, oh, yeah. We should probably get a new microwave. So, had to go to the shops today, get a new microwave, so that was fun. Got myself a gyros, a cheeky kebab for lunch. You'd love to see it. For those of you who don't know, by the way, gyros is like a South Australian kebab. In a way, yeah. It's what we call it in South Australia anyway. So, had me a kebab. That was delicious. And then, yeah, pretty much just chilled for a bit. Yeah, that's it. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. Been a chill day. And now we're here to have a lovely chill night. But what's we all about to, guys? What have everyone been doing recently? Hope you're all well. Anything exciting happen? I thought I saw something in my drink, but it was just nothing. What's everyone been up to? Anything interesting? Anything exciting happening? Oh, she's doing her Kim stuff. Actually, we should probably look at doing that as well. We haven't done any of our Kim stuff, hey? Credit affinity resource drop transferring. Let's give ourselves and our lovely people in the relay with us a blessing today. Let's give a damage blessing. Why not? A cheeky damage blessing might help us. So yeah, started the stream yesterday. We did that whole what was it called? The D&D thing, whatever it was. Let's quickly have a look and see what it says. Because I have not looked into it. Apparently going to the Kim and you press it and it does stuff, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Let's have a looky. I think it's just text-based stuff, so I'm not overly worried about it, whatever, but we'll see what happens. Your Kome's ready? Can't claim it because you have no space? Oh, bugger. Actually, you know what we should do? You know what we should do? We should do a giveaway. And if you win the giveaway... In fact, no, I'll tell you what, I'll just give you one anyway. I'll give you one anyway. I'll be a good friend to you today. How's that? Have this. There you go. Now you can claim her. Happy days, mate. But it's a good use here. Try her out. I don't mind her. She's not the best friend for me, but she's not too bad. I don't mind her at all. Alright, what is this? Hey, it's Venture Day. Ah, that's okay, mate. But it's a good use here. Enjoy, my friend. Alright, I'm here, accounted for, ready. I'm here as well. Brand new toy. What? Is it lubricant? What? Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. That's loud. That's louder for me than it is for you. And I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that you have to hear that. I'm sorry about your ears. You might have to get your hearing checked. Harvester Conrad, welcome in. Thank you for all your 100 bits, man. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, that's louder for me than it is for you. Like, I don't know if you could hear that on the microphone, but that was... I wouldn't be surprised if Akari heard that as well. It's good to see you. I hope things are well. Train horn. It's the what's it called? MLG like horn kind of thing. Sorry about that. No, you're okay. You're all good. Look, that's what happens, right? We pay for my hearing test with bits. So you spend the bits, you get rid of my hearing. I pay for my hearing test with those bits, and it's a cycle of life. It just continues. And then, you know, we get our hearing better, and then we get it worse and better again, and so on and so forth. That's how it works. Thank you very much. Way to make an entrance. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been good. All right. Let's continue with this thingy. Text chat stuff. I don't really like doing this sort of thing. Too much reading. Not enough killing things. Not enough Grenier. What is that? Brave vibe coded a bot. Hi, curious what you think about the new Kim interactive thingy. Well, we're actually trying out for the first time here, Photo, huh? I haven't done like any of my Kim. I've just done enough to get it to rank 5. That's all I've done with it. So yeah, I'm unsure personally. I've never done a D&D thing before, and I don't usually do Kim, but we'll do it anyway. I think there's some rewards and stuff that you get with it, so we'll run all through it, I guess. How about you? How do you feel about it? Can I even type in this? I don't even know what the rewards are. I have gone into this completely blind. Like, I saw this announced at TennoCon. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm probably not going to look at it very much, but oh, well, we're looking at it now. Let's get some D20s. I think that's good, right? Too much reading, yeah. I'm not a reading person. Well, I am a reading person. I literally write news for a living, but I am not overly fussed about it. Glyphs are the rewards? Okay, so it's just glyphs. I mean, it's alright, I guess. Welcome in, Harry, by the way. It's good to see you. I'm not going to use glyphs. I've got the Tenno VIP glyph. The only way I'm ever going to change this glyph is if we end up getting our own glyph. Otherwise, that's going to be my permanent glyph pretty much forever. Or if Akari gets a glyph. If Akari gets a glyph, I'll change it. So myself or Akari, if we get a glyph, I will change my glyph. But yeah, I'm not really fussed about that too much. Ah, we'll do one of them, I guess. What does this say? Oh god, that's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading. I did forget what class I picked. Oh, the one that came out last, the last one? The last expansion, that one? Did it come out last expansion? I don't even know. I can't remember. I didn't even look at the clips that came out last time, basically. A lot of talking. It's going for ages. Oh, it's done? Alright, never mind, it's done. Bet. That's it. We're done. We're over. Okay, that's enough reading for one day. I'm getting a headache from reading. I'm a how do you say it? A visual person. Who even reads these? I can't even remember a single conversation that was said in there, to be honest. Like, as you can see, I have not done like any of these. I did maybe like 2 of these just cause. And I haven't even started these. I think I did like 1 or 2 of these once again. I did these to get to level 5 because you had to get to level 5 for like Archimedes. Reading, what's that? Not sure. Never heard of it. Don't know her. What's it farming today? We have a few things ahead of us. So firstly, we're going to be doing our sortie, which is obviously what we usually do. We have assault, mobile defense, and assassination. We'll bring Uriel today for that one. And then we're going to finish what we didn't do last night, which is our elite deep Archimedia. Probably going to go into a Netracell after that as well, just so we can do our 5 pulses. And then either if there's a arbitration that comes up or some relic cracks. And I think that's what we're going to do today. Let me actually double check what arbitrations are coming up because it might be a good one. We have an infested survival arbitration at 1:30 AM. And that's it. We have Corpus 1, we have Defense 1. So maybe we'll do the infested survival at 1:30 if we stay up till there, but honestly. I am probably going to assume there's some relic cracks tonight, basically. Bit of cheeky relic crack. You haven't done ETA, EDM in months? Yeah, I still do mine every week. What was it last night? We were talking about how many Archon shards I had. And if you want to have an idea of how many shards we've got. A decent few. I mean, we got like 106, over 150 of each primary, apart from the blue one. So we got a few there. And then a bunch of these ones as well. So yeah, this is what it looks like doing a year and a half of Archon hunts and EDA and ETA every week. Which is not too bad, not too shabby. Plus, I've been using them, by the way. It's not like I've just been collecting them and hoarding them. I have been using them on my frames. So we've got a few. But I guess, yeah, like I'm assuming you probably haven't played too much. I haven't seen you around here for a few months, so I'm assuming you probably, like most people, stop playing Warframe for a bit and then come back, potentially. You really need shards, but your CBA, it's, like, for me, it's an activity to do, right? Like, I'm streaming every day. I may as well, like, do it. And I don't necessarily hate it. It's not a challenge, though, at the same time. I wish it was a bit more challenging. But it's literally just going through and doing a weekly sort of thing as part of the stream, basically. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be running out of Archon shards anytime soon. Especially with 62 Towerforge Azure shards. I mean, that's a significant amount. If I could sell these, I would. If I could give these away to you guys, I would. Because I genuinely do not have a use for all of these. You really don't like how the difficulty is in it? Like how they put the modifiers on, or what's to go there? I don't find it too difficult. I don't think I've ever really found it too difficult. And I always put like the exact frame and exact stuff that they give me to do on it. But sometimes it can be a bit annoying, especially when you have like the worst of the bunch. And look, not all of the limitations are fun as well. Fredden, welcome in. Thank you for your follow. Hello, hello. Yeah, sometimes it's like energy exhaustion, and you have like you'll literally go in and you won't even be able to use your abilities because it's just energy exhaustion, which is like, oh, that kind of sucks. Or transference distortion, where it's like, oh, cool, now I can't use my operator form. So, yeah. But some of them aren't too bad. Like the what was it? The one we had yesterday was pretty good. This week, temporal was pretty easy. So, yeah. Anyway, we do them regardless. It's a task to do, and it's something that we it's content at the end of the day. So, may as well give it a shot, basically. So yeah. No, thank you for your follow, Predator. I hope you're well today. Welcome in. I don't know what modifiers are actually on the Deep Archimedia this week. However, strangely enough, we actually had the exact same loadout for both Temporal Archimedia and Deep Archimedia. Exact same frame, exact same primary, exact same secondary, and 2 of the exact same melees. Like, talk about spoil for choice, right? So we bought Jade for the first one, and then I think we'll either bring Jade or something else for the next one. I guess we'll see how we go. Basically, shouldn't be too hard. All right, some relics, get them. The affixes could be more inspired for sure. Yeah, I think so. But I think they're changing it soon, aren't they? They're making some more different ones soon, aren't they? Different modifiers and whatnot. Infinite, welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you for your follow. Hope you're well today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said they're making some modifiers because obviously people use Hildren a lot in there because she doesn't have energy that she needs to use and whatnot. So they're changing a few things around, and they're making it more rewarding if you choose the Warframe, which I personally don't mind because I always choose the Warframe anyway. So that means I can pick the Warframe without having to pick a really crappy like hindrance, like transference distortion, which absolutely sucks. So yeah, but no, it should be good. They should fix the mods instead. Which ones? Like the modifiers in the actual mission itself. They might be changing them. Who knows? But yeah. I do them every week. It's content. It's it gets me good items, and as you can see, I've got a bunch of shards that we now have more shards than we ever need, basically. Yeah, it's just something to do at the end of the day. It's always something to do. All right. Yeah. Well, I guess you got to work around it some ways. Like I've literally, sometimes I'll make a build specifically for the Archimedia if I haven't used that frame before, for example. Other times I'll just auto build. Like I'll literally have no gun choice. I'm like, bugger, I'll just auto build. Click auto build, take whatever I get in there. It's not going to do the most amount of damage, but hey, it works. It's not for everyone, but it gives good rewards, so that's why we do it basically. If it didn't give the good rewards, I don't know if I would do it or not. Then again, I do Descendia, and that doesn't give great rewards. Speaking of Descendia, we haven't done that this week actually. I think that's a task that we'll need to do. Yeah, we haven't done Descendia, so we'll do Deep Archimedia. Elite Deep Archimedia, of course, Netrasil, I guess Descendia tonight. That'll be probably what we get on with tonight, basically. So we've got some tasks ahead of us tonight. Got some stuff to do. Let's see how Akari's coming along. She's still doing her Kim thing, apparently, so we'll give her a quick moment on that one. Another removes most of your ammo. Yeah, I don't really find that one's affected me much, to be honest. Unless you have a gun in the first place, like Exceltra, which doesn't have much ammo initially, or that you chew through ammo. Because I usually use like precision weapons if I get the chance, so and that kind of circumvents ammo usage for me. So the worst ones for me is transference distortion, energy exhaustion. I don't like that one too much. What's the other one? Sometimes the shield one, where the shields take lethargic shields, I think it is. They take ages to recover. That's not the best. It's a little bit annoying. Turns off orbs I can face off. Turns off orbs. Well, like the random debuffs that you get while you're in the mission, like the things that pop up for temporal. Is that the one you mean there? Ability block that needs 50 kills sucks. Actually, that was in this week's Temporal Archimedia. Which, as Jade, it was a bit annoying. Luckily, I had a decent weapon, like just kind of blast through him. But yeah, it was a bit frustrating. We got it done eventually. It wasn't too bad. I didn't get down. My team got down a lot, actually, but because I played Jade, I think we were able to get through it pretty comfortably for the most part. Sometimes you just got to mod for energy, though. Sometimes you just got to Hop on like Prime Flow and every other energy mod basically, and hope for the best, really. Yeah. If I didn't have a decent weapon, what I probably would have done, I probably would have just let my team get all the kills. And then once that was done, I would have just activated Glory, which is I did in the end. I didn't really use a ball. I kind of just ran through with Glory and yeah, just played support for the most part, but I could have probably held my own enough. It does, yeah. Well, I guess Akari doesn't really use the the modifiers when she does her Archimedes, I don't think. She usually just picks what she likes to bring. I always do the modifiers, so I have that benefit. But I guess if you're playing in a pub lobby or if you're playing with random players, you don't really know what you're going to be getting into. With playing on stream, I can kind of control a little bit, and we have a bit more cohesion, I would say, rather than just random players not talking or not doing anything and doing their own thing. With this, I can kind of direct in a way, or like you're probably going to have better than the average player when you're playing with people that you know. So yeah, so that's kind of fortunate for me, but obviously, if you're not a streamer, you're not going to get that sort of benefit, essentially. And sometimes I just don't even bring the last modifier. I usually bring all of them, but I don't need all the pick chips, for example. I don't need all the Vosper. I have 15,000 Vosper. Let's have a look, actually. How much do I have now? Almost 15,000. I have 14,860 Vosper. So I don't really have a need for that. I'll still bring it anyway. Still bring it regardless, but yeah, anyway. But yeah, I prefer to play with people that we know rather than do pugs. It's just, at least that way you can kind of have one-way communication as to how to direct things. If you're playing with random people in random like pug lobbies, it's not as easy, I think. Got to do the gambit for arcanes. I'm waiting for a really hard arcane farm to come out. Because most arcane farms, I've actually got most of the arcanes. I don't think I have too many Deviri arcanes. If I go check my arcanes, sorry. Like most of them, you're going to find they're probably level 5 anyway. Some of the newer ones, I don't have many of the newer ones from the Railjack stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of missing Deviri arcanes. I think the Jade mission arcanes I might be missing as well. Potentially some Mars arcanes too, I think, potentially. And some Zor ones as well. Like, yeah, these kind of ones, yeah, I'm missing. But every other one I've got like a bunch of. Like, it has so many melee crescendos and melee duplicates. Like, that's a lot. I could literally just get rid of these for another 20k Vosper, probably. I've got so much. I don't think I've got Sculptor yet. Well, at least I haven't got a fully built one. Yeah, I've only got a level 1 Sculptor. That's one of the newer ones. I haven't done much of the railjacking, actually, on that. I want to. I want to be able to farm, because I still haven't even farmed Sirius and Orion. I have not even got that yet. I want to farm it, but Akari doesn't really like doing railjack because it makes her feel sick, so I kind of have to do that solo in a way. I mean, she's ended up buying Sirius and Orion, I'm pretty sure. I did not end up buying them, but I will need to farm them eventually for the old Jade Stars, Subsume, and whatever the other one is, basically. So yeah, that's that. That's a task to do. We'll get there eventually. We'll do it slowly, but surely, I guess. How is she coming along? She's still doing her chatting. It's still taking ages. Oh yeah, the way that she's been chatting to the Kim for like the past half an hour makes me really not want to do this. There's so much talking. I don't think I'll be doing that on stream. That'd take a while to do. Too much yapping. Not enough shooting. What else have I done? Oh yeah, I started using my Steam controller. I got a Steam controller the other day, and I was playing around with it today, and I'm pretty sure I've got like a decent config for it now, so I can play comfortably enough on controller without like not playing very well. That being said, I think I still need to learn a bit more because it's, yeah, as you can see, I'm not the most accurate with it. But I think I bundled like my ability buttons to the back, so it should be pretty good. We were playing around with it yesterday, and it's working decently enough. The new Kim is time consuming? Yeah. Very, very time consuming. It looks like it. I mean, that sort of thing I might do like off stream if I get extra stuff for it, but it's not going to be something I really care too much about, basically. Where's Emir's D&D room? I'll show you, actually, Frosto, if you come with me. Welcome in, by the way. It's good to see you. So if you leave your back rooms, actually, the best place to do it is if you go to Emir directly, or you can go there directly from this, but if you want to get there from Emir, you leave here. And it's pretty much like directly ahead, I believe. Like up there, you see that glowing blue thing right there? Is in this room here. So you find this room here, you ding the bell, and he rocks up, and that's how you do it. Yeah, it's not part of the back rooms. It's just there, just kind of chilling there, basically. Welcome in, Never On Even, by the way. Sorry. Yeah. Hello to you, Never On or Even. So yeah, I'm not really fussed about this too much, just whatever, but I guess there's new stuff that I can buy, and I've got a lot of points. I got like, I mean, I've almost maxed out my reputation, so I might buy a few of these things just because there's a lot of stuff. Sure, let's grab that. Sure, let's grab that. Grab the poster. Grab one of everything, basically. Wasn't this room locked? It might have been. I cannot remember. I don't think I ever explored it too much. To tell you the truth, so... Yeah, I mean, it's unlocked now. You can go in there now. I like how they're still adding stuff to it, don't get me wrong. Like, they're still adding things to older content, but... Yeah, it doesn't really appeal too much to me. What are these posters? Origami gargoyle, origami dragon. Actually, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Dice set decoration. Okay. I might buy a few of these, hey. An origami crane. I'll pick them up eventually. So at least there's still stuff that I can buy. Not that I need it because I don't decorate either. I'll just pick it up all and whatever basically from there. Yeah, we're getting content. It's literally free content. It's like free extra content to tie us over till the next big content drop, which is probably October, I think, isn't it? All these random things. There we go. We've used all our reputation. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's more like a guided adventure, I would say, right? Rather than choose your own, it seems more like a guided adventure. Let's join Akari. Yep. There we go. So yes, today's activities, we're going to be doing the sortie, followed by probably EDA, followed by Netracell, followed by Descendiers, followed by whatever, basically. I don't know if we're going to have too long of a stream tonight. Like I mentioned earlier, I've got to get up really early tomorrow, so we're probably going to stick to around 2 to 3 hours. Not overly long. We've already spent like 35 minutes of the stream. Bloody hell. Just waiting for stuff to be done. That's how long it takes to do, I guess. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So strap yourselves in. You was hoping for a weapon in that? Yeah, there's no weapons there. No new weapons. So, Kome, tell me. What would you like to know about Kome? You like so far? She's not a bad frame. She's pretty decent. I just don't really find myself needing to use her. She's definitely better on longer missions than shorter missions because one of your abilities is literally pick a random buff. Well, you get given a random buff, basically. So that's handy if you're doing like a really long survival mission or like a relic cracking mission. She can become really, really, really powerful. But yeah. Pretty unique thing. Would it be nice to get something from that store that would give you mastery points? Yeah, I mean, a weapon or something would have been nice. Well, it's just cosmetic stuff at the end of the day. It's just extra stuff that wasn't available before. I mean, I'm not mad at free stuff. Not mad at extra things. I'll take it. It doesn't excite me. But I'm not hating it, basically. Alright. We've given our blessing. What haven't we done? I've heard there's a new, a good weapon in Ergo Glass store, actually. I'm pretty sure it's a 60% weapon somewhere. 60% Tenet Ferox if you don't have a Tenet Ferox yet. Highly recommend picking this up. I mean, look, I don't really like the Ferox that much. It can be decent in, you know, someone, if you like to use those kind of weapons, of course. The old spear guns. But yeah, 60% weapon means it's one of the best ones you can get. Or the best percentage you can get. So if you haven't got this yet, pick that up. 51% is pretty good too. 34, 33. 52 is not bad as well. So Agendas, Gregoria, and Ferox are all very, very good this week. If you haven't got them already, I would highly, highly recommend picking them up. Yeah. I've already got all mine, so obviously I do not need that, but that's a store that changes stock every 4 to 5 days, I believe. So if you haven't got it yet, make sure you pick your stuff up before it changes again. And while we're here as well, let's do a giveaway. Why not? Let's do a Catalyst Reactor giveaway tonight. Put that one up right there. Exclamation mark join if you want to get in for that one. That'll be up for a little bit today. DTM, welcome in. Hello, hello to you. It's good to see you. How's things? Right, pin that. Update it in my title. Did that work? Did it update? Yep, it did. Cool. Work was slow today? Oh, I hope it went okay for the most part, though. Did I manage to rectify that thing last night? What thing? Oh, no. No, I haven't. I sent him a message and he didn't get back to me. If you mean the Baruch set. Yeah, I didn't mind farming for the things. I do like doing Railjack. I'm a big fan of Railjack, so I didn't mind getting all the holo keys. And I got them pretty good, actually. Every time we ran one, we got like 12 holo keys, so we got them pretty quickly. But I have heard people running them missions for like months and not getting any holo keys. Yeah, it's a bit of a yikes, I know. It's unfortunate. Ah, well, it is what it is. At least I know not to trust them next time, right?
Pick up that multicoil. You'll use it to breach the gates.
All right, assault mission. I don't love this mission.
Right now, the Navarre cannon is just a menace, but once the Greniers switch to tectonic munitions, it will become capable of obliterating colonies in a single shot.
You didn't mind after they adjusted them until Coda came out and made it seem arduous again? Because I've only been playing for like 2 years, so I only just started farming them like after Coda weapons came out. But I got them done pretty quickly. I think I got most of the holo keys before they changed the drop rates, and then like a few that I didn't have, I got them afterwards. But I got pretty lucky with it. Curious about the thing that sits in the Railjack garage. The giant frames is what they can do. They're about the same steel path Breeder Rebellion, where a giant Trinity Prime looks down on us. You watched Tennocon, right? I mean, they didn't really reveal too much about what's happening with them, but it seems to be like a transportation vessel or something like that, but to get to Tau is what I can gather from it. They didn't obviously speak too much. I guess they're going to reveal it a bit later on when the new update comes out later this year, but that's what it kind of seems to me as. Like a giant vessel kind of thing. How do I get out of here? Down this way? I genuinely hate this map. Is it down here? It is down here. Ah, okay. I would highly go back and watch the Tennocon or Tenno Live thing. It explains a little bit more about it then. Gives you an idea of like actually what it is. I mean, not too much, of course, because they don't want to spoil everything, but there's like a half an hour sort of thing for it. I mean, obviously, if you don't want to spoil it, then, you know, don't watch it, but oops. Yeah, it's a good watch. What did you miss? Oh, I just said the Tenno live stream. So the Tenno live stream, it went into a little bit more detail. Not too much detail. I didn't tell you exactly what like the big thing was in the Railjack place. But they showed you a bit of a showcase of what's to come for the next update, which is honestly like if you don't like, it's not going to be much of a spoiler. There's still spoilers, of course, but if you're keen to watch it and keen to see what comes next in the next quest, it's actually a good watch. Because we watched all of it, and it was pretty good. I'd like to say that Warframe's taken a direction that I didn't think it would take. But I'm kind of here for it, you know? I kind of F with it. I think it was pretty cool. So yeah, I'd say if you have a chance, it's about half an hour worth of content you can watch for it. And it kind of, yeah, goes through about what's next to come for Warframe, basically. And that'll be coming in around December, so we've got like 4 months until it does come out. Around then. Usually they're like first or second week of December, so expect it around then. It was funny that the relay thing didn't work as expected. It worked fine for me. Yeah, obviously for some people it doesn't work perfectly, and I think the same happened to the last one they did. The old peace relay for like last year's TennoCon. But yeah, sometimes it's going to be like that, isn't it? Unfortunately. But yeah, no, it worked for me. We watched the... we actually were on the front page while Tenno Live was happening, the front page of Twitch. So we had a lot of people in here watching it and interacting with it. And we filled like a whole relay of just viewers.
Done.
It's kind of nuts.
Telemetry has been reconfigured. Return to the cannon and pull the trigger.
But yeah, it worked for me. I was fortunate. But I know some people it didn't work either, so... Yeah. It's not as interactive as the one they did last year. The last year one they did was like... There's a lot of things I had on it. This year's one was not overly interactive. It was kind of just one thing that happened. In like a reskinned relay.
Direct hit. The galleon has been obliterated.
But yeah, the year before was pretty good. Next time we'll change regions, yeah. Oh, we did that as well. Last year one, I think we went to like, was it Africa region or something? I can't remember. It might have been South America. And this one we were, yeah, OC region, because we figured that OC will be the least amount of people in, so we can get the most of our community in to watch it with us, basically. So yeah, we had a lot of people in the relay just pulled up, basically, watching it all together. And yeah, unfortunately, there wasn't heaps that happened in it. It was just like a big guy appeared. Like, you know those DJ sets at Tomorrowland or like one of those rave festivals? It was kind of like one of them. It kind of just appeared like behind the thing, everyone, and just like this massive head appeared. And that was really all. It wasn't as interactive as before. There was only that appeared. Whereas previously there was like 10 different things that appeared, basically.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Alright, mission 1 done. We haven't done a prediction as well. Should we do a prediction, guys? Let's do a prediction. What are we going to get from the sword? You guys got... Let's give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Are we going to get a common or are we going to get an uncommon reward from this swordie? Jump on in, put your points, put your money where your mouth is, and best of luck, of course. Next is mobile defense, then assassination. So far, 100% of you have gone for uncommon. Which we did get a rare last time. Our last game was, yesterday we got a rare. What did we get? We got a blueprint, I think it was, which I haven't built yet. So I should probably go and build it. So a good opportunity to go for a common if you haven't put your money in. Your points. Where's bet on core? On common? Oh, it's secondary only. Ooh, yuck. Yuck. It's okay, I don't need weapons.
The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target. Use it. Search for traces of the target.
Can't get through there. I mean, it's pretty even odds. I don't know the actual like odds for common versus uncommon, but I feel like it's pretty even. It's probably like 50% common, 35% uncommon, like 15% rare or something like that. Like 1% legendary. Or 0.1, I don't know. Don't know the exact odds, but probably not the worst.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Forza's 0.2%, and we got them back to back. So we got the 0.2% chance 2 times in 1 week. That's kind of nuts, eh? That's actually kind of insane. One from a Archon Hunt and one from a Swordy. You've been jumping deep into making some sense out of the items we got to work with. If everything's being nerfed, what can we use against the real enemies we were showed? What do you mean in regards to that, Frost Soul? Real enemies or what's being nerfed?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what's being nerfed. You'll have to elaborate a bit more on that, I think.
You are surrounded by Premier Marines. Area completed. Move on. Here is a terminal.
Oh,
Get me in.
I'm not gonna lie. I am not very good with lore in this game.
I'm in, Tenno.
I'm one of the worst people when it comes to lore. I don't read. I do the quest, and then afterwards I ask you guys, I'm like, okay, so what just happened? Can someone give me the rundown of what did I do? I'm the worst when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm going to guess it's something about harnessing the void, probably. I would assume. Yeah, something like that. Maybe it'll be a new damage type. Who knows? Maybe another power will come and help us. I don't know. Void potatoes and pizza. I had pizza for dinner, actually. Welcome Insomniating. Hello, hello to you. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not sure when it comes to that sort of thing. I know, like, the basics of the lore. Like, I've scratched the surface, but... yeah, I'm not very up to date with the... like, I don't read, like, the comics or anything. I don't read any of the Kim or whatnot, so I'm kind of in the dark when it comes to that kind of thing. That should be easy enough. I can take down a Zaku, nice and easy. Zaku ain't that strong. Maybe in lore-wise it's pretty strong, but...
artifact found. Defend it until the extraction team arrives.
Let's put this down here. I know, who killed the target? Who took down the target? I needed that. I needed that scan. Been trying to get my Samara's Ripper. You've been watching some videos of new players catch up on the lore of this game. It's pretty lore heavy. There's quite a bit to it. I've never been one to really get too indulged in it. I usually leave that up to you guys, honestly. Like, City knows a lot about lore, and whenever I do a quest, I'm like, okay, City, what did I do? Like, the new piece, no, the old piece was a really lore-heavy quest. Like, Jade Shadows 2, or Jade Shadows 1 was quite lore-heavy, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on here. This is beyond me. But I get like a TLDR kind of thing, and then I'm like, okay, I understand it a little bit now.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
What if we end up controlling the Murmur? What if we end up becoming Wally and like take over him or something? I don't know. Could be. Hot take, you wish they would nerf more? I mean... if it was more PvP, I would be inclined to agree with you. Because, you know, you have obviously balancing and stuff. And there does need to be a degree of balancing because at the end of the day, if you have one frame, like, for example, Hildren that everyone's using to do their Archimedes or, like, Dante back in the day, then, you know, you do need to kind of keep that in check, I think. But at the same time, like, it's... if everything's broken, nothing's broken kind of vibe. Like, everything can be viable. And I feel like if you nerf things, there are stuff that will become unviable, which will then move people away from using said things, potentially. I mean, like, I'm not against nerfing. I come from a very competitive game background. Like, I play Counter-Strike, I play Overwatch, so yeah, there's a lot of balances that happen on them literally every day. But yeah, I guess Warframe's not overly like competitive as such. If they were to try and make it more competitive, then yes, I think nerfing would be beneficial. But at this stage, I think, you know, it's fun at the end of the day. It's fun. It's like a power balance sort of thing. It's like a power trip. You go in and, you know, you're this all powerful thing that literally doesn't die, and you can do just mass damage. And I think that's fun for most people, honestly. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of nerfing more, but I'm not overly against it either. I mean, think about, like, I guess Deviri going in as Drifter for Deviri, and you start off like pretty weak, and then you like build your strength through that. Maybe it's similar. I don't know the whole like Tau nerfing sort of thing. I don't know what's going to be nerfed when we go to Tau, or anything, to be honest. I have not looked into that, but yeah. That being said, I do wish there were more difficult things to do in the game, because there isn't much difficulty to the game. It's kind of one of the games where you just turn your mind off and yeah, that's it. Like I literally turn my mind off and enjoy myself. So if they made things a bit harder, I wouldn't be against that. There's not too many activities that I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to struggle with this. It's just, most things are pretty simple. Yeah, there's nothing to fear. You literally just go in and you do everything perfectly. Also, by the way, last chance to get your bets in for what are we going to get for the drop, your predictions. Wow, what a quick mission. God, he's done it before I've even arrived. That's insane. That's insane.
Good work. Vor has plagued this system for too long. Heads up, a Grineer assault team is heading.
Yeah, we'll see what happens anyway at the end of the day. I don't know exactly what's coming. I know a little bit, obviously, from what they've revealed at the dev stream, the Inner Life, but I haven't looked more than that. Because the more I look, the more I'll get excited for it. And I don't want to over-spoil myself. I want to know enough of what's going on, but I don't want to be like, oh, I know this is going to happen, I know it's going to happen. I want to kind of experience it as it happens, so yeah. I probably won't look into it until it actually comes out, I'd say. Alright, closing the predictions now. Good luck, everyone.
I would have retreated.
Last chance to get them in. 47% uncommon, 53% common. It's pretty even. Pretty even. Last chance. I'll wait till my teammates get to the extraction before we actually end it. So if you want to get your last bets in. 3, 2. Oh, it's closed anyway. Never mind. It's already closed. Never mind. But yeah, like, I've never struggled with anything in Warframe. Like, everything can be viable. Endo, 4K Endo, I believe that's uncommon, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure it's uncommon. Because Riven is common. And a Narcissus Sculpture is common. So 4K Endo should be uncommon. I'll double check. Yep, uncommon. So anyone who went uncommon, congratulations. Yeah, I got some points today. Enjoy. Yes, that makes it perfectly fine, Piranha. No, Warframe for me is literally just turn brain off and talk. Like, a lot of games I can play, but not as great as talking, like when I play. I said that in a really, really bad sentence. When I'm playing things like Counter-Strike or Overwatch, I'm probably less inclined to talk to you guys because I'm just more focused on the game. But with Warframe, I can literally just, like, not focus and succeed. It's one of those games where you can just play and, like, not have to really worry too much, essentially. And, like, you can succeed and win. Welcome in, Finger. Buh. Hello, hello. Hope you're well today. All right, let's do our Elites Deep Archimedia. We have Jade, Tigris, Okikor, and Chlorophyll on our Murmur Glory. because we'll be up against Murmur. All our mods are in. That's good. Lovely jubbly. Nice. Enjoy your points, Charon. Enjoy your points. So, yeah, tower systems based on Chernobyl. We have to go there and somehow adapt and fight against the odds. It makes no sense. It's not radiation per se, but it does seem to work like radiation poisoning, breaking a thing down. I guess, I don't know the whole lore behind it, I guess. Probably, if you're not from there or something, or if you're not adapted to it. The way I would position it in my mind is something like let's say like a colonial takeover of a country, and then like for example in Australia, like when the British colonists came to Australia for the first time, they brought a lot of diseases that they had immunities to, but the local First Nations people in Australia, they didn't have like immunity to things like, you know, like common colds, and obviously they brought like smallpox and stuff like that. So I guess maybe because we're not from Tau, or we haven't adapted to Tau, then we haven't got those same like sort of safeguards against getting sick. Maybe that's something that's going to happen. Who knows? Anyway, that's probably the only comparison I can kind of think of or draw to, really, what it could be. But yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, Warframe like from 10 years ago is completely different. Like you watch videos from when it was back in the day, it was slow paced, it was stealthy, it was, you know, you get in, you do your missions slowly and whatnot, and you get out. It was more closer to like a dark sector, I guess. Nowadays it's just go in and just blow everything up. It's if you showed someone this game that played Warframe 10 years ago, they wouldn't even recognize it. It is completely different. Like you've gone from frames having like not many abilities. Obviously they've got like 3 or 4 abilities now. But yeah, you go from having not much to having so many different things at your disposal. Things like operator form and whatnot. Things like your 4th ability. Yeah.
Over here, if you please.
There's so many more options, so many more weapons, so many more like things like Rivens, of course, you know, primed mods and galvanized mods. That power creep is obviously over the past 13 years just kept them going. Because if you keep introducing things that aren't powerful, no one's going to really use them. So you've got to have some kind of level of power creep. But naturally, a game after 13 years is going to have a lot of power creep. Then you've got to go back and readjust the old stuff and whatnot. Luckily, with the modding system, like the adjustments is not too bad, because once you update a mod or something, you can update like most weapons apart from the base stuff. So it's not the worst, but yeah. Alright, Kulovo, Jade, Jaya. I think we take Jade again for this. Jade was pretty good here. Okiko will be fine. I mean, we could use Jaya, but I think Jade's going to be the best, right? Let's bring all of that. But like, I've had friends that played Warframe when it first came out. They're like, oh my god, you play the game? Isn't that really, really old? Like, yeah, it's old, but it's also just completely different to what it was when you played it back in the day. So, yeah. We got space for EDA? I think we're full, unfortunately, now. Yeah, we got 4 players, unfortunately, Howard. I should have asked you guys, sorry, before we jumped on in, but it's okay. We do be full. Alright, DA, let's go. Should be easy enough.
You in the mood for a little Petrocell action?
But yeah, also you think about it, like the game back in the day had, you pay to resurrect, you have like a certain amount of lives per day, and it was more like a mobile gacha as opposed to what it is today. It was kind of, I guess, the layovers of the former expectations of a free game, a freemium game, and now it's less freemium, more free to play, pay to progress in a way. They've kind of transitioned a bit. It's a live service game. Live service games are always evolution, always evolving, sorry, and whatnot. Like RuneScape, for example. I've had RuneScape for 20 odd years as well, same thing. Yeah, and that, if you showed someone RuneScape today, they probably recognize it, but it wouldn't look anything like they originally had it, unless you obviously show them old school. But yeah, the issue with like RuneScape, for example, is you've got a game that constantly has so many different updates, and every time a new update comes out, like the older ones look a little bit older and a little more older every time. So they've always got to go back and reintroduce new things. Well, not reintroduce, but like rehash, update new things, if that makes sense. Like you've got content that came out 10 years ago that hasn't been looked at, and you've got content that came out half a year ago which looks all polished and stuff, and you've got polished stuff aside unpolished things, and it looks kind of weird. So, and the more stuff they add, the more stuff they got to update, which I think World of Warcraft have done really good, because the way they do it is if you have a new character, you play like one of the updates, like one of the playthroughs, one of the expansions, and then that brings you up to the latest expansion. I think that's a good way of doing things. I'm not against having to do all the old content like they do in, obviously, Warframe here. But when you have multiple characters like you do on World of Warcraft, I think, yeah, doing one thing and then getting you up to speed is a good idea. Sorry about the ads, by the way, of course. And I guess that way they don't need to consistently update the older stuff to make it graphically look the same. They can keep things looking graphically old and still work. Whereas something like, yeah, RuneScape or Warframe, I guess like RuneScape 3, by the way, or obviously Warframe, they've recently updated the first sort of quests and the old bosses that you experience when you first play the game. So you've constantly got to go back and refresh and make sure those look up to speed. Otherwise, yeah, people are going to come in for the first time experiencing a game that's not as polished as some of the newer content. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Who was the guy that started the prison experiment? Stanford, was it Stanford prison experiment? I can't remember. Obviously I wasn't around back then. But I read about it. Welcome in syndication. Hello, hello. It's good to see you. How's things? Is it Stanford prison experiment? That's one? Where all the guards and stuff started like really abusing their powers and whatnot, and making them do like really inhumane stuff. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I never did like psychology or anything, so I don't know much about it, but I just remember watching a video on it a few times back in the day. Why'd you ask that? Ah, okay. Fair enough. That's one of our Xmas, I think. Yeah, this is energy exhaustion as well. I have not much energy on this character. I still have enough because I had like prime flow, but I've only got 150 energy across the entire frame, so I'm got to spare it pretty good. That's that. Nicely done. Welcome in, Ace. Hello, hello. Good evening to you. Good to see you. How's things? Hope you're well. Don't forget the giveaway as well, guys. We've got a giveaway up at the moment. Kiki, Orokin Catalyst, or Orokin Reactor. Your choice of the win, of course. Good for one Warframe and or weapon and or companion. You gotta find a way to beat the experiment, but the idea that should not be called BS because it came from George Bush, leave no child behind. Good luck. Good luck with that. A question that I don't think I could answer if I was presented with it. It's a lot of ethicality things if that wasn't there. Doesn't sound like a very nice thing to be experiencing, hey? I don't think I'd particularly want to experience it if I was in that situation. Nor should anyone, to be honest. It sounds pretty brutal. Oh my god, morale's on 84% damage. Keep playing. Sight. Checks out. Let's get to the next one. Yeah, I don't know much about like the follow-up from it. All I know is about like the experiment happened and then it got like shut down or something, but not before there was a lot of like psychological damage that was done. I never studied psychology though. I only know about it out of the curiosity of a random YouTube video which I came across. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That's very deep. That's a very, very deep thing. I would not want to have to experience that. And I would not want anyone to experience that either. Down. No, I'm very fortunate that I haven't had to endure such atrocities, I would say. I think it's fair to call that an atrocity. Yeah, that's pretty deep, man. I don't really know what to say to that. I just hope you're okay now. Alright, mission... Oh, look at that. An Amber Tau Forge shard, an Azure shard, not bad. Maybe we'll have 150 of these by the end of the day. It's a big 150. Next one is... What was the next one? I know Exterminate's the last one. I don't know what the next one was. It might be... Disruption? Disruption, was it? Or Alchemy? Alchemy, okay. Nice and comfortable mission. That's definitely a question, and a question that I don't think I'd be any good at answering on parade. But I hope you find your answer, and I hope you're able to formulate the response required. Good luck with it. She's down. Let's get her up. Bah. Yeah, Jade's a good pick here. Have we been doing much writing recently? Not really. I did write a few articles, like a few news articles recently, but that was a month or two ago. I haven't really done too much lately. I've been writing lots of job applications actually. So if you include writing cover letters and stuff, yeah. Because if you don't know, I was made redundant not too long ago, so we obviously have to be in the job market to find a new job in my good work. Yeah, I've been writing cover letters. And I've done a bit of news writing, but not nearly as much as I would usually be doing. I don't really know. I'm not, in relation to your statement there, Frost. I don't think I'm bothered by people that aren't bothered about things. If someone's not bothering me, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't know. Welcome in, Sinister. Hello, hello. Panda for forgotten. I haven't forgotten you. I can never forget you. How's things? Hope you've been well. What have you been up to, mate? Hope you will. Just work? Busy? I hope work hasn't been kicking your ass too much. We're still here. Same old shit. Same old stuff. If there's any constant, it's me. Not much changes around here. Although we have a few good things that are happening. We got TwitchCon tickets the other day, so we are going to TwitchCon later this year. Should be anyway. Should be at this stage. Got my passports all organised and on the way. Yeah, things are looking alright here. Other than that, not too many new things happening. Yeah, I hope work's been good. Or right, I guess. I don't know about that one, Frost. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very philosophical person. I don't think that much, I just do. I'm more of a doing person and face the consequences later. I don't think that deep about things. That's why I never did philosophy or psychology or anything like that. I'm just, yeah, whatever. I'm just a fella. I'm just a regular dude. Oops. Oh, okay, we got an necromancer. Yeah, it's a bit too deep for my liking. Yeah, I'm not even to a degree. I'm just genuinely fucking with bull. That's how we roll. We just say, yep, I have the confidence to tackle whatever. That's me. I have the confidence to be like, yep, I can do this, and then I do it, and then sometimes I can do it, and sometimes I can't, but most of the time I'm pretty good about it. And it's like, yeah, we'll deal with the consequences later. And if we succeed, then perfect. If we don't succeed, then we'll find a way to succeed. That's how I roll. I'm usually a pretty confident person. Hey, good luck, Frost. Hopefully your writing stuff goes well. Like I say, it's a little bit too deep for my my brain, I would say, but I hope you're able to succeed with it. Good luck. You're just hoping to go, like, you're hoping more with family lives in Canada, you can do some more from mummy streams, but was wishful thinking we lost all college kids. Wait, what? Huh? All the kids went to college? What happened? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of that too. Welcome in, Smiley. Hello, hello. Okay. Yeah, we should be going to TwitchCon this year. Oh, you hire college kids. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. I got it now. I didn't know exactly what, like, you did. So, like, the, like, holiday hires kind of thing. Like, you hire kids that go to college and then you have them for a few years until they graduate. That's what you mean by it, I'm guessing, right? I was trying to make sense of it. I was like, huh? You lost college kids? So, what? Okay, no, I get it now. I got it. But yeah, we should be going to TwitchCon at this rate. I have, obviously my passport's not back yet, and that's going to be good fun. Well, I already spent $1,200 on TwitchCon tickets and passport, and I haven't got my flights and accommodation yet. So there's that. It'll be my first time actually going to America, so I'm pretty keen on seeing what it's like over there in the States. The main reason we're going is because Akari is getting free tickets to go there, as she's a Twitch ambassador, so we're going with her. Going to check it out. Should be good. I've never been before. I've obviously been to PAX a few times. We've got PAX coming up in a few weeks' time as well. PAX Australia is happening in second week of October, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, so it's pretty soon. I've got a few friends that'll be going to that, of course, catching up with peeps. What city? Melbourne. So PAX Australia is in Melbourne, and TwitchCon is in San Diego. Still be heading along to them. If you're there, obviously come say g'day to me. This is almost... The last mission was Alchemy, so... No, last mission is Exterminate, sorry, so it should be pretty quick and easy. Grab that. Now, I've been to PAX Australia. This will be our third time going to PAX now. And I think Twitch is going to be doing a fair bit more stuff at PAX this year, so that should be cool. Like, they actually, I think they're having like a bit more than a cafe like they did a few years back. They're actually having like a decent presence there. Cool. We didn't get any Tower Forge stuff though. Mellow Duplicate, meh, it's whatever's. Like 80 of them. But yeah, let me know if you do get back into streaming, Sinister. Hopefully you're have a bit more time to do some stuff soon. For your streams. Oh, nice. There's Tixer going to there in November. Was it? I think I did a Twitch partner session actually. It would have been a couple of months ago now, and I think Tixer did like a presentation for that. Just talking about like vocal training and whatnot. Beautiful city. What? San Diego or Melbourne? I do not even know what to expect from San Diego. I've never stepped foot in America or the US or anything, so I don't know what it'll be like, but Hope it'd be good. San Diego, beautiful. Okay, cool. I like that.
You're clear. We're clear. We're done.
Are we guys gonna get a rental in San Diego, like a rental car or
I shall inform Lloyd that all will be swell.
rental IRL stream kit? I don't know if we'll get a rental IRL stream kit. Akari might because she is a Twitch ambassador and she gets some perks that obviously we don't get. But she wouldn't do an IRL stream because she's a VTuber. I probably would though. So if we have the opportunity, then I might do a yeah, I might do an IRL stream there. A rental car, probably not. Probably not. We'll see how we go. Jade, you never see it anymore? Yeah, I got Jade for my Archimedia this week, that boy. We actually got Jade for both Deep and Temporal Archimedia with the exact same loadout. So yeah, we have Jade, which is not bad. Yeah, probably not. I don't know if we need a rental car because the airport's right near the convention center. We'll probably just Uber it, to be honest. I don't think we're going to be there for too long. We'll probably just go and experience it and then like fly back to Australia. But yeah. It's not? How far away is it? We'll probably just Uber it. Alright, 2 shards. Not amazing, but I'll take that. Almost 150 Azures. In fact, if I buy this, I should be at 150 Azure shards.
Oh, you got it.
Beautiful. There we go, 150.
Bye-bye now.
What should we take for the next one? Should we take Jade again? Yeah, let's just take Jade again. Jade was fine. I'll take the same build, why not? It's only a Netracell, the next one.
Another day, another Netracell.
Why not? Yeah, now we'll probably just take a rental car. I haven't got my flights booked yet, and I need to figure it out because she's getting her flights directly from like Amazon. Like they're obviously paying her for flights and stuff, and I've got to get my own. But I need to make sure we're on the same plane so we can fly together and get the same seats next to each other. But because she hasn't got her flights information yet, I haven't got mine either. And there's no direct flights from where I live to San Diego. So I've got to go from here to like Melbourne or Sydney. And then I've got to go from Sydney or Melbourne to LAX and then LAX to San Diego. So I've got like 3 different flights to catch just to get to and from. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. We'll see.
Sniff it out yourself or get control of terminals. They'll tell you where it is.
How long have I been playing Warframe? Just over 2 years, Ryanera. Just over 2 years. Not heaps long, not overly long. I'm still a baby in the grand scheme of things, but long enough to know a few things. Yeah, because there's no direct flights from Australia to San Diego, so it's going to probably have to be LAX. Where'd it go? And then I know there's like a train you can get from Los Angeles to San Diego. It's like 4 hours. I could either get a train for like $100 or get a flight for like 400. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'll see whatever they book for her, whatever Twitch book for her, and then I'll just book mine as well. Like try and get the same flight. If I don't get the same flight, then I guess we'll just be separated for 23 hours or however long it takes for me to get from Australia to San Diego. I'm keen for it. I should be good. Obviously, I've never been to the US and I haven't been overseas for a good decade. Last time I went overseas was when I went to the UK, which was a long time ago. A good 10 years ago, 9 years ago. Yeah, I'm keen. I'm excited. But obviously before then we have PAX Australia. Anyway, we've been to Melbourne like plenty of times. I think I've been to Melbourne more times than any other city in Australia. Why doesn't anyone play Zelda with you, Leah? I have no idea. I can't answer that, I'm afraid. I've never played Zelda in my life, so... Have you asked people to play Zelda with you? Is Zelda a multiplayer game? I thought it was a single player game. No, never played a Zelda game. Never ever. They look pretty fun, but I've never been too interested in it. It is? It is what? Single? Multi?
Lights are reinforcing the Netracell. Your hands are tied until you knock them out.
Where is it? There. Oh, was that it? That wasn't it. Are you kidding me? That one there. I'm afraid I don't even own the game. I couldn't even play if I wanted to. Try and get a hotel close. I don't think we have a choice of hotel. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Switch will be choosing whichever hotel that Akari stays at, and then we'll just stay with Akari in the hotel.
Don't quit now.
Like, she can take a +1, so, like, it's not like I have to have a separate hotel. If it was, like, me getting a separate hotel, I probably wouldn't even go, because that's, like, an extra grand on top of it, and it's like, well, then I'm paying $5 to go to America for a weekend. Which is a lot of money. A decent amount. But no, I don't think there's a choice of hotel. I think it's just, like, whatever they give us.
Down. Find him. Smash him.
And we'll probably just... Like, if we were there for longer, I probably think we would get a rental car. If we were exploring a bit more. Like, going upstate, downstate, or interstate, we probably would get a car. But I think we're just gonna... go there and Uber it, honestly. That's probably the easiest thing to do for 4 days that we're going to be there for. Probably not going to be walking much, apart from around the actual convention. I know the US isn't a great walking city. Or walking country, you could say.
Albrecht didn't want anyone in here. I want to know why.
Like that. Yeah, if we were there for longer, then sure. Like, we'd probably, yeah, let's get a car, let's go travel, let's go experience and explore, but
Next time.
nah. We'll do that another time. We're going strictly for streamer business. Alright, pray for Talforged. Talforged Crimson, please. Be nice. Ideally.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
And Azure. So we got 151 Azure shards now. We didn't have to buy that one that we bought. Yeah, I'll take it. We'll take it. It's not too bad.
I would speak with you.
All right. Well, that's done there. I think we're going to look at doing Descendia. And I think then after that we should be... It'll probably take us to the end of the stream, I reckon. That'll be what? About an hour it'll take us to Descendia usually. About an hour or so. Like I say, we're not having a too late one tonight. We got an early morning ahead of us. I think we'll do Descendia. I assume that Twitch might even just organize all the transport to and from the airport as well. Which wouldn't be too bad. If they paid for that, then that's pretty handy. Save me a lot. Level 2.
DJ Shockwave, wave. Out.
Would anyone want to come and join us for Descendia at all? We have 2 spots at this stage. If you'd like to come and join us, let me know. I can probably chuck you an invite. We'll probably do regular first and then Steel Path second. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be renting a car, Sinister. Because we're not going to be driving around too much. We're literally going to be going there. I think we land on Thursday evening. TwitchCon's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we fly out Monday. So we're probably not going to be driving around too much. We're literally going to be there for like TwitchCon mainly, and that's kind of it. But I appreciate the information. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be hiring a car. I don't think I'd want to be driving in America anyway. Like even in Australia, we drive on the other side of the road. I've never driven on the other side of the road. Yeah, I don't know what the roads are like over in San Diego. We'll probably just use whatever transport that Twitch provide us and go from there, honestly. If I was exploring more, absolutely I would, you know. But we're not going to be leaving San Diego. We're just going to be... That's literally like going from... We'll be going from airport to hotel, to TwitchCon to hotel, to TwitchCon to hotel, to TwitchCon to hotel to airport. So... whatever hotel they give us or whatever transport they give us, we'll probably just do that. And it's only going to be like 4 days. Yeah, if it was longer, if it was like a 2-week thing, we're like, oh, we're going to travel... you know, up to LA one day, or we're going to go up to, I don't know, we're going to fly to San Francisco for a few days. Then, yeah, I'd probably be like, okay, we'll hire a car and we'll drive around and whatnot. But honestly, we're just... yeah, we're only going to be there for 4 days. It's probably not worth it. What is she yapping about? Oh, she's yapping about her experience today. She did a meet and greet today. All right. Yeah, would anyone like to come and join? We got 2 spots available. Let me know if you want to come and join. I'll chuck you an invite for Descendia. We also got the giveaway up. If you want to join in for the giveaway, type in !join in chat and we shall draw that probably end of stream because we'll do Descendia and wrap up, I reckon. So that's how we'll roll tonight. Oh, we're full. There we go. Yeah, I know there's a partner lounge. I don't know if there's an ambassador lounge. Obviously, I'm not a Twitch ambassador, so I don't have access to that either. I know there's, of course, extra perks to Twitch partners and Twitch affiliates. What's the mission? We're going to be doing Descendia. Descendia Steel Path and Descendia or regular path first. Welcome back, Watermelon. We are in the back rooms at the moment. The back rooms of Holvania Mall. About to go into Descendia. Hope you're well today. Good to see you back here. Yeah, I don't know what the perks are for like ambassadors. Of course, I don't know if they're going to pay for transport or not. We're just kind of going to wing it when we get there. I'm sure it shouldn't be too bad. If not, we can build Twitch for it.
You return here. Why? Do you believe there is something left to be gained?
All right, what have we got for Descendia today? The ticket itself was like 450 Australian dollars. It was not cheap. I know there's a Twitch pre-party, I think. Pre-party. TwitchCon pre-party, I think. Well, like an official TwitchCon party that we'll attend. I'm sure there's going to be other stuff around it as well, but yeah, we'll probably just wing it, honestly. Thank you for the 4 roses as well, Watermelon. Thank you, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for your rose. I don't really know what roses are. I don't really know much about like Twitch gifts, but I do appreciate it, so thank you. I'm pretty sure like a rose comes up on my like thing or something like that, wasn't it? We had a galaxy the other day. Someone gave us a galaxy. Lechi gave us a galaxy. And I looked back at the VOD and it appeared like a galaxy animation thing, which is cool. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Food, hotel, transport, and TwitchCon perks are available. Yeah, cool. That checks out. I mean, the hotel is definitely available. Food, I'll probably have to pay my own food, but obviously transport, I'll be able to go with Vakari. Hotel, I'll be able to stay with Vakari. And then just... what else? I guess I'll just pay my own way, basically. You, Neve, you just started gifting? Oh, lovely. Well, I appreciate that. You don't have to gift here, but thank you very much for that. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I don't know too much. I've actually never really watched a TikTok live. I used to be part of an agency on TikTok back in the day. And I did a few lives, but I never looked too much into it. So I'm really new to this thing as well. This sort of TikTok streaming as well. You know, thank you very much. Very kind of you. Actually, this is a perfect time to play with the controller. It's a low intensity task, although I do have this the Zoras, which is probably not the best for this. The Zoras isn't great for controller, but at least I can kind of like try and control it, I guess. Is this still path? No, this is just regular path. We'll do our still path 8 later on. Oh my god, frictionless. No wonder why I can't move. Maybe next one will bring a different frame. You've never seen this? Yeah, this is this came out with the old piece. One of the recent updates. Came out, yeah, about 8 months ago. I want to say 8 months ago, maybe a bit more. They're part of the new stuff. Oh god, I can't move. Blessing. Yeah, definitely not the best start to a controller playthrough. Oh, there we go. Hang on, let's go back to PC for this one. Thanks, frictionless. Yeah, I want to learn how to play Warframe on controller because I have never played on controller before, and I feel like if I need to play on like a Steam Deck or something, controller would probably be pretty handy. You've recently started playing? Oh yeah, nice, very cool. It's a good game to sink your time into. I've played for about 2 years myself, and there's a lot of content to it. It's a game that's obviously been out for a significant amount of time. So I'm sure you'll be able to find a lot of activity to enjoy. I mean, even 2 years later, I've done pretty much everything in the game, and I still find a lot to keep me occupied. So, but no, this is one of the not really end game activities, but you don't unlock this until quite late on, once you've done most of the quests. You just started the new war? Good luck. I really enjoyed that quest. It's one of my favorite ones. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Actually, you know what we should do? We should try like Protea with this. I feel like Protea with controller will be a bit better. Yeah, Nua was good. I enjoyed that a lot.
I deeply apologize that my memories of war are troubling you so, Marie. You are welcome to depart at any time. There is the door.
It's so hard to control the controller. I'm so not used to this. I feel so uncoordinated.
Bonjour, bonjour. Peace. What little I can grant in this dreary place.
What do I press to interact? X.
A moment to breathe before we move on, n'est-ce pas?
The necromech does take a long time to get, actually. That's probably one of the longest grinds you'll have to do at your stage. Admittedly, I don't think you need a necromech for the new war now. They used to require it. Arco velocity. Sure, we'll take that. Yeah, I think they used to require it, but not anymore. So you don't have to get it, but when you do want to farm on, of course, it takes some time to get. Hey, Galen, welcome in. G'day to you. Hope you're well. Good to see you. A rental Bone Widow. I suppose. Oof. Like the weakest kind of necromech you can get given, basically. Hey, at least they give you a necromech. Could be worse. They could make you farm one still. But it's only for a small portion of the quest, so you don't have to worry about it too much. War in and of itself, yes. Average Bone Widow experience. Like a side capture.
Lead us swiftly to the heart of corruption.
Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Bone Widow. There's not really many, like, I guess, reason to use Bone Widow. Voidrick is just that good of a necromech. Particularly its fourth ability is just insanely good. I'm so uncoordinated using this controller. It feels weird. It feels weird, guys. I feel like a new player again. My movement was better as a brand new player as it is with this controller. Also, glaives are not good on controller. I can see why people don't like glaives on controller now. It's just very awkward to use. I mean, if I change the controlling button so it's not B to throw, it's like left trigger to throw, right trigger to... Or like vice versa, right trigger to throw and left trigger to explode, it would be easier. The standard control buttons of this are not great. At least not for me anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't mind non-necromechs. But I feel like every necromech they ever release from here on has got to be kind of different or better than the Void Rig. And that's a very hard thing to do when the fourth ability on the Void Rig is such a good ability. Like, what could a necromech do that a Void Rig can't? Fly, maybe? Like a flying necromech, potentially? That's the only thing I can really think of that may give an alternate option to the Void Rig, honestly. Like, why would you use a Bone Widow? There's like one instance where you might want to use a Bone Widow over a Void Rig, basically. Well, technically, Andrade Labs is on Deimos, so it's not too far out of the question. And same with Lure. You can summon on Lure. But yeah, they haven't really added nothing new since, have they? Cool concept. I don't mind the concept. But it's just very hard to introduce something that's better than that now because it's just that good of a thing that it's hard to top it. You know what I mean?
Alchemy. Tinkering with forces they clearly did not understand. What unholy project sealed this onto your psyche, Ruth?
I do like using the ETA sticker though. The was it vintage tech? We usually use that for the stage defense mission. Nah, I'm done with controller. It's hard to play on a glaive controller. I think if I make a controller build, I have to use like a Nikana or something. So much more fluid on the keyboard and mouse. Alright, it's like night and day. Me on a controller is uncoordinated. Me on keyboard and mouse is so much more fluid. I mean, I've only ever played keyboard and mouse, never on or even. And I know people that have played controller from the start, and they're amazing on controller. It's more so the fact that I haven't had the experience on it before. I used to play controller about 10 years ago before I started playing PC, but I literally haven't picked up a controller since, other than for a few racing games here and there. So it's like I'm picking up a controller for the first time. It would be like you picking up a keyboard and mouse for the first time and playing this game, like learning how to do that. I do want to learn how to do it because it would help being more multifaceted. Yeah. But like if I ever get like a Steam Deck or something, or a handheld console for gaming, I'll play WARFRAME on it. Obviously, I need to be able to play the game. Same with like Switch. If I play on Switch, I'm not very good. So the more I learn how to play on a controller now, the more comfortable I'll be when it actually comes to me not having a choice, but I actually have to play on a controller basically. So yeah, keyboard and mouse I'm awesome on, but controller is not my forte. I can do like basic things on it as you saw, but like my movement tech is way better on keyboard and mouse. I feel like certain frames would be better with controller, like Protea. I can't really play Protea on keyboard and mouse because it just hurts my fingers, but if I have the ability buttons set as actual buttons on keyboard on controller, I could probably play it more successfully, I think. But it's just training myself. Every now and then I'll pick it up and try a few runs of it. Delays on a controller do not feel nice though, I'll say that much. At least not for the config that I've got anyway. Mouse mode for Switch, really? Then again, I don't know Switch 2. So I play for Switch 1. I played on Switch 1, but it didn't run very well, so I haven't really launched it since. It runs better on mobile than it does on Switch 1. Like mobile touchscreen. Can you plug a keyboard and mouse into a into a console and play Warframe like that.
You are holding.
Yeah. It's sleepy.
The phantoms shall not touch you here.
Better mouse than the one I'm using? How come? Gain use of abilities of nullified bubbles, but receive heat status within their range. Let's do that one.
If we must. We descend.
I don't need to do anything here.
Not trusting that which I see. I may be to blame for this one.
Ah, fair enough. I don't like gyro controls. I know I know Steam controller's got gyro as well, but I've never used it. I feel like it's more of like games with more vertical movement. Globes.
Perhaps this is a memory of the devils from when he was a little boy smashing his toys.
I know Akari's got a Switch too. One of her lovely community members bought one for her. I haven't touched it though.
Like fleeting thoughts that escape one's grasp, these devices seek to elude us.
I guess it comes down to what you define as a better mouse. So, like, obviously the Switch Joy-Cons has gyro controls, which might be more features than a regular mouse, but if you define better mouse as something that has like a better sensor or higher polling rate, or better ergonomics, or more buttons to do stuff with, then, you know, what's the better mouse, I guess. What's the weight of it? You know, some people like a really light mouse. I know Counter-Strike players love having a light mouse. MMO players love having buttons on the side of the mouse because it means they can do more things. I guess it really comes down to the mouse for the job rather than being better or something. I use a G502. I've used a G502 for like 10 years. It's never failed me. I have 3 G502s, and the only reason I have 3 of them is because I have one for my home setup, which is here, one for my secondary setup, which is at my parents' house at the moment. So if I go there, I have a mouse there waiting for me, and I have a wide one which goes in my my LAN bag. So if I go to like tournaments, competitions, and I use that, like, I've never had one fail on me. I've never had one break on me. It fits my hand perfectly. It's has enough buttons for what I need. It's good. So yeah, that's my mouse that I have. Yeah, I mean, mice are really much a personal preference, really. That's why even like Counter-Strike players, when they play, they have their like the Zowie mice or something, but they might be sponsored by a Logitech, or they might be sponsored by a SteelSeries or something. They'll still use the Zowie mice because that's like the one that they play with the best. It's kind of like a golfer's clubs, you know. If a golfer is sponsored by a certain brand, certain manufacturer of clubs, they might use a different club to that manufacturer they have because it's just best for their game. Similar thing with a mouse. A mouse is your tool for gaming with, and the best mouse is the one that works best for you, basically. So yeah. Yeah, there's a few ones that do that. I know Akari's got a Corsair. I don't know which one she has, but her master's got like 10 digits on the side of it. Like you can press it. So you can activate, like, basically, there's 10 buttons that you press and you activate the ability. It's for MMOs and stuff. I don't like it, personally. It's too much for me. I always fat finger the wrong button. But she loves it. I know a lot of people don't like the G502, but it's... In terms of ergonomics, it feels comfortable. In terms of buttons, it's got just enough. In fact, just a bit more than I need. It feels nice. It's got a good weight, so yeah, and it's a good build as well. I don't know any Counter-Strike players that use G502, like professional ones. Yeah, like I've still got my same mouse which I had 10 years ago, and it works perfectly fine. Yeah, it's a little bit worn down. The rubber's a bit down to the plastic. But that's nothing too bad. It's still usable. It doesn't break. Which is good. Raise a Naga? I think I've used that before. I think I went to a LAN cafe and they had like Death Adders and Nagas. That's, yeah, the one with the buttons, isn't it? The Naga. But yeah, I wouldn't use like a Switch mouse for Counter-Strike, for example. It just wouldn't work for me. But I would use a Switch mouse for like certain Switch games. Or if I'm obviously playing on a Switch. You're the Joy-Con mouse. It's the right mouse for the right job. In the same way, it's similar for controllers. Like, I wouldn't want to play a racing game on a mouse and keyboard. I'd rather use a controller for that. Just better for the job, I guess. Or for me. Alright, final floor.
Tell me, did fighting and dying in Deviri become this boring?
Are there any mice which have gyro controls? See, I don't think it's something I've ever needed. I played gyro once on Counter-Strike for a meme and it was like the worst experience ever. Oh Christ, that almost got me down. But yeah, if you play games that require gyro, then it's the right one for you, basically. Golfagoor. They're Golfagoring they shit. Alright, Amp Arcade Adapter, cool. Got some boss for some endo, beautiful. That's actually a decent amount of endo for the mission we did. 30 minutes, 24 minutes. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's go... Should we try Protea? We'll try like a really heavy ability frame. I think Protea might be good. We can switch out this for... maybe that. Let's try the AX. And... Nucor. And then see if Protea works. Because, yeah, I've never played... Well, I have played Protea, but... I feel like she'd be a better frame to play on the controller as opposed to keyboard and mouse. And let's put on... Duration? Is Protea more of an ability strength or ability duration frame? I feel like the more duration, the longer your blaze artillery would go for, right? Maybe a bit of both. Nah, you don't need to put shards on. We'll just go straight in. Try out Protea with controller. And then we'll do the giveaway and then we'll probably wrap up because it is getting a bit late for us. We do be having stuff to do. Busy day tomorrow. Busy day. What are we waiting on? Also, what's that in my inventory? Barrow's here. Wait, what? What? Huh? Why did I get a notification that Barrow's Tennocon relay is on Earth?
After all you have learned, you
What?
return here. Why?
Is it actually there, or is that just a random thing that got sent?
Something left to be
Accident.
gained? Some stone left unturned?
How weird. Yeah, that, why did I get an email for it? Why did I get a message in my inbox saying Barrow's arrived? I mean, you wouldn't have access to it anyway because you don't have the Tennocon ticket, but like... Yeah, that's weird. So what the message sent is it's in a special separate relay, not like your regular relay. One that only arrives during Tennocon, and one that you have to pay to access.
Make a new, glorious home for ourselves. Resources were simply required to begin again.
All right. Let's go over there. He does. He appears every 2 weeks from regular stuff. So he came last week. But yeah. So when Tennocon happens, like the big thing, you obviously wouldn't have played it during because you're new to the game. So it's not a smooth brain thing. But he has a separate relay where he brings everything he's ever bought ever. And that only appears for like 1 week during Tennocon. But I got the message that said he's here again for that, which is really weird. So yeah, I don't really know. Very strange. It's weird that he'd be back. Maybe, I don't know. Did anyone else get that message? Was it just me who got it? That's weird. You got it as well? Yeah. Is it there? Can you see it? Because I feel like you'd only be able to see it if you had the Tennocon relay ticket, right? Yeah, so you were around, you knew nothing about it. Yeah, so you wouldn't have access to it, right? Very strange. Thanks, Barrow. Thanks, D. Yeah, Protea's not that bad on keyboard and mouse. Sorry, on controller. But spamming the abilities anyway, at least I can just use the back buttons. It's not too bad. I guess I don't have to be overly acrobatic when I play this game.
Within Wolfson's psyche, we find a shrine to himself.
Frictionless again.
Why am I not surprised?
So more ability spamming on controller. Still feels weird though. Still doesn't feel natural. That's done. It's a bit easy to follow along, I think. Less bullet jumping, more running around, but
Seek out the sinner amongst them.
no drops, unfortunately. I don't think so anyway. Oh, actually, there's Amazon drops. I'm pretty sure if you gift subs, you get like Audible or something like that at the moment. I think that's what's going on, like a promotion for Amazon. But no Warframe drops, not today. There's Overwatch drops when we do that next week. I think there's Rivals drops too. How the new call works. Not the worst. Not the worst on controller.
Such boils fester within all. Sin is our sickness. We are morbid with.
I can see why people like the turret on console. It's quite... The beam weapons are quite easy.
What is this supposed to represent, devil? Your childhood? Your mother, perhaps?
I will remind you that I could have abandoned you in that primitive and unenlightened hellhole. Yet I did not.
Let's go next floor.
Come, rest, and take what blessings soul may grant to you. And did you think little Marie had left your side? Jamais?
What have we got? Rolling resource 200 shields, restore 10 energy per second. The energy, I think. I don't feel like I'd be rolling too much with controller. I mean, I have dispenser rate, so it's kind of moot, but...
Ah, yes. I remember training for live combat. I do not miss it. This chaotic adaptation of your mind to my memories is not wholly unlike the sentient's ability to adapt to new attacks. It is nearly just as irritating.
Need I remind you that the Drifter is aiding you by doing this?
Wasn't too bad. Don't forget, guys, last chance to get in for the giveaway as well. If you haven't joined already, !join, type that in. We'll pull that just before we're done. We're not too far away, about 10 or so
We
minutes.
used to set them on convicts back in my day. Splendid for working up an appetite.
This feels so weird. Like, I feel like my aim is being dragged away from me. And I can't properly aim at what I want to. And it like slows down. I know it's aim assist, but it slows down when I go over an enemy. And it's just weird. It's jarring, if anything. More so because I'm not used to it. We're doing okay, I think. What's the scoreboard? You've got decent damage and kills. Actually got the most kills. Thanks spamming abilities, I guess. Also, I don't know if you guys saw in the Discord, but we added a new schedule. I've never actually done a schedule on stream before. I've always just streamed whenever I fancy. But I figured we haven't done a schedule before. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how we go. We'll try and run to a schedule over the next few weeks and see if we can stick to it. So we've got streams 5 days a week. I've got Mondays and Wednesdays off. This could change because obviously Tuesdays sometimes we're not home, so we don't always stream on a Tuesday. But at this stage, we'll do 5 days a week and see how that goes. If we need to do more or less, we can do more or less. Most streams will start at 10:30 unless otherwise. So like if we do like a earlier stream or a morning stream, that'll be advertised in there, of course. Yeah, we're going to try that. Hopefully it works for us. A bit more consistency in the schedule in the streaming. Yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable with ability frames on controller. Still not amazing. Still not incredible, but definitely a little more comfortable.
Did we finally figure out how to make gold from lead? Magnifique.
Magnifique. Fancy raw. Maybe Araxia will be good as controller, actually. The spammiest, but in terms of using the Widow's Kiss, Mercy's Kiss, sorry, whatever it's called, that might not be too bad. Give it a shot. Alright, I think I'm done with the controller now. And to cramp it up a little bit, we'll go back to keyboard and mouse. A little bit each day, just to train us. I do not play Magic of the Gathering. I've never owned a single Magic of the Gathering card, Trent. Welcome in, though. No, I couldn't tell you a thing about it. And Zombie, welcome into the channel. Thank you for your follow. Hello, hello, welcome in. I know their cards, and that's about it. That's all I know about Magic the Gathering. And people go to like random shops and play it.
Struggle to keep pressure from becoming too great. What were you bursting with? Anger, humiliation, lust?
How many floors? 9 more to go. 9 more, then we'll wrap up. It is getting late. It's what? 1 AM? I've got to be up at 7? God, that's not leaving me too long, is it? Oof. No, not really fun. I mean, it will be a good day. I've just got a busy day ahead of me, that's all. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired now, as you can tell. I'm kind of like slowing down a bit. Try not to yawn too much. That's an all-day thing I'm going through as well. So, yeah. Busy, busy, busy. Oh, that's not good. That's a big heat proc. Maybe some caffeine? I'm trying not to. If I do caffeine, I'll stay awake a bit more. I specifically didn't drink any Pepsi or like Gamers Ups tonight because I need to sleep. Only water for me.
Enter. Rest.
Good old healthy water.
You are safe.
Sure, let's do that. We're doing a lot of status damage. Probably. I do have a decent amount of caffeine. I'm probably like top 20th percentile of consumers in Australia about caffeine. I have a decent amount. Could even be higher. I don't drink coffee though. I'm not a coffee drinker. I mean, I do if it's there, but I'm not like, oh my god, I need to get a coffee before I do fucking anything in the morning. I don't need 3 coffees before I wake out of bed. 2 large Red Bulls at once? Nah, I'm good. I've had enough Red Bull in my time. We used to do partnership stuff with Red Bull back in the day. If you check my Twitter, there's one time Red Bull, they sent me on a stunt plane, which is really cool. They're like, hey, actually no, what happened was I was on, like, I was going through my emails, and I've been working with Red Bull for maybe about a year at this point. Going through my emails, and I got an email from them. Actually, I got a text message, sorry, from the Red Bull rep, and he's like, oh, check your emails, there's a surprise for you. Okay, I'll have a look. And I open my emails, and the subject line says, ride of your life. Now, when you think of, you know, Red Bull, ride of your life, they like to do a lot of, you know, V8 supercar things or like racing kind of stuff. Oh, cool, they're going to put me in like a V8 supercar for a few hot laps. And I open up the image, I open up the email, and the image, as I see, is of a stunt plane. And it's like, you're going to be doing stuff at like 5G, doing flips and shit in the air and flying this stunt plane, literally flying it yourself. Well, obviously someone was with me, but yeah. And I was like, oh my god, what in the holy crap? What? These sort of things like thousands of dollars. Like, they are not cheap to do, right? And they're like, yeah, we'll send you up in a plane. It was probably one of the scariest things I've done in my life. I've got a video of me doing it, and like for the first 5 or so minutes, I'm like, oh my god, this is really cool. I'm doing flips and stuff. I'm like doing barrel rolls up in the air, and then it hits me. Then the G-forces hit me, and my face just turns white. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually just gonna fly around and look at the scenery for the next half an hour, whatever it was. I was up there. I think it was like 10 odd minutes. I was more up there for. But I mean, it was an experience. I don't think I'll ever get experience like that ever again. I fainted 6G. Yeah, it was 5Gs. It was nuts. And for someone who's never experienced that kind of G-force in my life, like I was like, holy crap. The takeoff of it was just like vertical. It's a vertical takeoff. Yeah, any more I would have been screwed. So I got off of it. And I didn't throw up straight away. I didn't throw up in the plane. I was like, if I throw up in the plane, that's going to be like the worst thing ever. So I don't want to do that. And I got off, and like 10 minutes later, I was like, yeah, nah, this is not staying down. Whatever I had yesterday is coming straight back up. So yeah, it wasn't a good time afterwards. But it was good fun. I would probably do it again if I got the chance. Don't know if I'd pay for it again because, yeah, that would be expensive to do. But it was very cool. It was really, really cool. So, yeah, the GIF on my Twitter is back when I did it. It was like back in 2018 or something. It was a long time ago when we worked with Red Bull and stuff. But it was very cool. Very, very, very cool. Lobe is done. I hate the astro lobes. They're so annoying. The full video is like a little bit doxy, so I don't know if I want to actually like show the full video on stream. And also, like, you'll see me literally just turn white, and it's probably not a good look for me. But it was really cool being able to like fly that stunt plane and barrel rolls, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to do a stall?" No, I do not want to do a stall. I do not want to stall the plane and then go down and like re-engage and... No, thank you. I do not want to stall the plane. Why would you even ask me want to do a stall? Oh, they're tiny. No, they didn't. They did not teach me any of that, Elmer. They just said, here's a plane, get in it. Like, yeah. It was only like a 20-minute thing. It wasn't like a full-on thing. And it wasn't like constantly a 5G. It was like just for like the takeoff and obviously when you go upside down and stuff, it like very small moments of it. I think they did say like, yeah, you gotta like hold your breath or something like that when you do it. But I can't remember exactly. It was almost 10 years ago now. But it was a very good experience. I would do it again. Just not pay for it. Very cool experience. I don't think there's many people that can say, yeah, they've been in a stunt plane before. Especially through a sponsorship or partnership or sort of thing, so... If it was constantly that G, like constantly that G-force, it would be probably a bit worse. It was more so just like, yeah, the takeoff, the going upside down bit, the nose diving sort of stuff. Yeah, it was quite gut-wrenching. For someone who hasn't got good guts, it was a bit scary.
Within Wolf's own psyche, we find a shrine to himself. Why am I not surprised?
No, I didn't wear a special suit, actually. I just wore, like, a jacket and yeah, aviator sunnies. Just looking the part. It would be very discomforting. I mean, it was discomforting, and that was only for brief moments. So yeah, imagine being at that G-force for extended period of time. That would be something. 5G in Australia. Yes. And as the cookers would say, the 5G microchip, bloody Bill Gates controlling stuff. You guys get that in other countries as well? Like the cookers that think that 5G microchips or something like that cause you to be mind controlled or whatnot. I see some cooker stuff on like the news and whatnot, and it's pretty bad. Grab that. Actually, my friend and I were in a Facebook group called Unvax Australia. Now, this group came around when all the whole like COVID vaccines were around, and they were trying to say that, you know, being unvaccinated is the best thing. Like, don't vaccinate yourselves. Obviously, I've had my vaccinations. Like, I'm not a nuffy. Like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer person. But this anti-vaxxer group, it's so funny because it's still going today. And it's evolved from people not wanting COVID vaccines to just, like, anything about everything. Like, the last thing was the census. We had the Australian census a few weeks. It was last Tuesday, right? But for the past few weeks, everyone who's in this group is saying, like, oh, I don't give the census permission, or it's not my name on the census form, so therefore I'm not going to fill in the census, and the government won't charge me. It's basically just anything anti-government, and it's really, really funny because everyone in there is just an absolute cooker, like the most cooker of cookers that you see in there as well. So we always see stuff, me and my friend, we just like send it to each other, have a good laugh at it. There's people in there that trying to find other unvaccinated people for their blood, or they're like, I only get blood donations from people who are unvaccinated, or like my daughter is unvaccinated but she's dating someone who's vaccinated. I don't know what happens if they have a kid together. It's honestly, it's so nuffy, but it's so funny. like anything they think is a conspiracy, and it's just, yeah, it makes me feel so much better about myself. Terrible for the world. It makes me feel terrible for the state of the world, but about myself, it makes me feel better. After 5G, is there going to be 6G? I think so. I wouldn't be, I would imagine so, right? We already have the 6 gigahertz band on modems and routers. We have the 2.4 gigahertz band, the 5 gigahertz band, and the 6 gigahertz band now, so, which doesn't get used heaps, but it's available on like high tier routers. Like my router has a 6 gigahertz band. But yeah, 6G will probably be in a few years, I'd say. I remember when 4G first came out. 3G even. Yeah, anytime like a 5G router goes up in these nubby people's neighborhoods, they always post about it. They're like, oh my god, I've got so many headaches now, and like I want to find a house away, but everywhere has 5G. Why does the government put 5G everywhere? It's like absolute nuts. I think the COVID vaccines has microchipped them with 5G receptors in their brains, and it's stupid. Like, I truly don't know how anyone can actually believe that. Yeah, you get a few cookers as well coming to work. I feel like, yeah, public-facing jobs, you'll probably get that a lot. I used to work in a public-facing job, and it happened all the time. I also used to work in the newspaper, and we'd get people that would write into the newspaper. They do like letters to the editor, and it was always the same nuffies every week, and they'd always try and get their letters to the editor in, and it was always about like some anti-vax nuffy shit. And they'd call up like the day of publication. They'd be like, hey, is my letter in? Is my letter in? Is my letter in? Like, bro, I'm not going to publish your letter to the editor if it's just stupid shit like that. I don't want to push that stuff on people, honestly. That's just dangerous. Like, you're literally spreading misinformation, bro. Alright, Dunsky. Dunsky. I think we end it there. I think we ended there because I do need to get to bed pretty soon. We've been live for 2.5 hours, so it's decently long. Obviously, we usually go a bit longer on the weekend, but I'm happy with that. I'll just DM Kari and see if she'll keep going or not. If she's still going to go, I might raid into her. Let's see what she says. Yeah, if I open the group chat now, well, not the group chat, the Unvax Australia group, I'll tell you exactly what they're talking about. I'm like an undercover agent in this group. All right. They're talking about how the media is lying. They're still talking about vaccines. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. Someone's posting, oh, there's free flu shots at the grocery store. If you get a flu shot, you get up to $20 off your groceries. Why are they forcing this on us? Like, yes, stupid. Because they don't want you to get sick, bro. They don't want you to get sick, so they're giving you the free vaccinations. Herd immunity, a free 6D shot. There's a lot about Kyle Sandlands, who's like a shock jock in Australia. Census, once again, there's heaps of census stuff. Bird flu. Oh, they were talking about bird flu now. That's happening in Australia. Yeah, it's very funny group. It's just like the bottom of the barrel, most nuffiest people in the world, in Australia at least. Hi everyone, I'm new here. I came for advice from medical professionals. Well, you're not going to find any medical professionals in this group, mate. My child was exempted from vaccines at 12 months old, but now has a dream to become a surgeon. There is only 2 vaccines that the GP exempted him from officially, and the rest were letter of a childcare benefit purposes until they change the rules. In short, my child could be permanently disabled by any vaccine, but now is required to have them for placement at uni. Please, can anyone help the process? We need to follow for any exemptions so my lovely son continue his career path. What? Yeah. I'm sorry, these people shouldn't be reproducing. Like, you're not going to get advice from medical professionals in this group. I'm very, very sorry. I'm yet to see a single credible doctor in this group. Oh, my son wants to become a surgeon, but he needs vaccines. What do I do? We need to change the system. Like, I lose faith in humanity reading this group. But I feel so much better about myself. I feel so much better about it. Every time there's a famous person dying, by the way, if a famous person passes away, they'll always repost it and be like, that's what they get for having the vaccine. Stupid group. Anyway, I'm wrapping up. Oh, giveaway, by the way. Yeah, it's a giveaway. Last chance, exclamation mark join if you need to get in for a giveaway. We're giving away a Orokin Catalyst or an Orokin Reactor. Whoever wins, you get the choice, of course. Really does make you question how we got it. Yeah, how did we get on the topic of this anyway? I can't even remember what brought us to get the topic of this, personally. Good luck, everyone. But yeah, just incredible. Just incredible that there are people that believe this and live like this. It's ridiculous. Versace, congratulations. You got your win today. Congratulations. You got 1 minute. Type in exclamation mark win. I'll give you one of these lovely prizes. Otherwise, that'll be re-rolled and goes to the next person. Well, here's the thing, right? With my ulcerative colitis, right? I was reading something, and apparently people who have like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, because of their hyperactive immune system and how it works to like attack itself, a lot of people who actually have what I have didn't get symptoms or that survived things like the bubonic plague, which makes perfect sense because whenever I get sick, my actual chronic illness doesn't play up. It kind of like stops itself. And whenever I do get sick, I get well like super quickly. Like I recover really, really fast. So in the same way that, you know, the bubonic plague was like, it played around with your immune system. I wholeheartedly believe that because, yeah, there's probably a reason why I have this thing and how it could have been resistant to something like that. Anyway, what would you like, by the way, Versace? What would you like out of the 2 prizes for you? Catalyst for the Warframe? Hang on, Catalyst is for guns, Reactors is for the frame. Are you sure you want a Reactor instead? Do you want a gold potato or a blue potato? And what's the in-game name again? Sorry, you'll have to remind me. I cannot remember. But yeah, my chronic illness has probably prevented a ancestor of mine from passing away from the bubonic plague, honestly. That would not surprise me. Reactor? Cool. And your in-game name? I've completely forgot it. I know you've said it before, but it's hard to remember all of them. Thank you. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Enjoy, put it to good use, put it in your new frame or something. Before I end as well, let's make sure we build our other one. You have a reactor. Do we have a catalyst to build as well? No. Alright, we're going to wrap up and raid out. We're going to say hello to Akari, my lovely girlfriend. Because she's continuing on. I think she's probably going to do an arbitration. So if you want to join her for that or chill and chat and hang out with her, please do. If you're not following her, please also go and give her a follow. We'll probably be live tomorrow. It's going to be a big day tomorrow, so we'll see. It's kind of like 50-50. We'll probably be live, but yeah, we'll see how we go. But thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate that. Thank you for all the gifts as well, all the follows, and we'll see you next time. Much love.